Through the pain, through the struggle, if you try to reach, then you gon' pull a muscle. I did it all for the hustle. Tryna ball, build, wrestle. Through the pain, through the heat, I can't take it, too much pain in these streets. I did it all for my peeps. I did it all in these streets.
Had a lot of pain in me, now I got these chains on me. Think my legs gave out the way I keep this cane on me.
Yo, 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 what's up? Welcome to another episode, podcast, Young Clips Chair Game. I'm your host, Doovie, the Don. And we got special guest celebrity. Oh, Celebrity in the house today. Zlane.
Zee.
Zee. Look at that.
Calls me that. Come on now.
Wait. Who? Azida?
Hey,
like that, right? Okay. Now say a word. Yo, do you remember the first time we met?
Yes. It was at Blizzard's.
At Blizzard.
No, you didn't go to Blizzard.
No,
we
it was after Blizzard.
Yo, that
night.
you listen.
I like.
Yeah.
I was lit that night. I remember being lit.
We were all lit.
We were all pretty much lit, man.
Yeah. Sorry.
I think I kept falling asleep or something like that.
I remember you were very quiet.
I was quiet because I was too lit that night. I couldn't socialize with you guys. Yeah. But I remember you were the energy of the room still. I do remember that still.
I was?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
You were the energy of the room,
remember.
talking to everybody. Like,
Oh yeah. That's just me though.
Okay.
Like I like. Let me take that back. Depending on who's around, very social. If I'm not feeling like anxiety or nothing, like, alright, cool, yeah. Why are you by yourself? Come.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
I feel like you could be like a Gemini. Like sometimes you could be alive, funny, laughing, and literally it takes a moment and you're just like,
but here's the
not
thing.
having it. Don't want to talk to nobody.
In some horoscopes, I am considered a Gemini. I'm like on the cusp. So, but I rep Taurus gang. I'm not bully. But sometimes I guess like the Gemini does.
Little Geminis. I don't know. You can have traits of other signs. That's how it works.
I don't know how it works either. I'm just going based on what other people tell me.
Okay. Are you like going out, turning up, turn up vibe? Considering like we met at an after party and stuff. Are you like a party head? Something like that?
I used to be. I definitely used to be, especially when I moved to Toronto, because the parties out there are different.
Yeah.
Like it's more my vibe. Like I'm like a dance hall girl, bashment. So when I first moved, oh my gosh, and the stripper parties. That's my shit. In there. Now I'm a lot more focused, so I'll go if I don't have to spend bread.
Like,
sorry. If I'm not getting it for free, I'm not type shit. Like For sure.
It's funny because that's the same night I met my girl, right? Do you feel like parties and like chillings and stuff like that? You feel like that's a good spot to be like meeting your future man or girl, anything like that?
Honestly, I think anywhere is a good place. Like
you think anywhere?
They're gonna be what they're gonna be. You know what I mean? You can't really dictate. Oh, because I met him in a library, he's the one for me. Some people that.
Yeah, the crazy ones.
They can be. You know what I'm saying? Like the quiet ones are low key. Sometimes the craziest ones.
Yeah.
Like I've heard of stories where people met in a strip club and like they're happily married, business. Like people met as like in the industry type shit. So I don't really think it matters where. Obviously, it's a better story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I met my husband in a church. Like
it's funny.
It sounds
I was about to say that, but do you feel like it's like a safer bet?
Nope.
Like or do you feel like if you meet someone in certain like clubs or party like that, and then like he ends up always wanting to party and never chilling with you, but it's like that's kind of how you met him, or like, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like that? Yeah, like it has a better chance of deciding what your relationship will be on, or you just never know.
You never know. I honestly feel like you never know, because like for example, right? Let's say you meet someone in a library and they're just there to print out some court documents. But you met him in the library, right? But you don't know what his life is outside of that. Or if you meet someone in the club, they can just be there for a friend's birthday. They don't really go out, but they're just there that night to meet you.
Facts.
So you never know.
Heavy. Okay. So love could be anywhere. There's no limit to where you find your love.
It doesn't matter.
That's what's up. What about like nowadays with internet, like people hooking up throughout the internet, you know? Because I know when we grew up, I'm assuming you're closer to my age. I'm not that I'm that old, but like, it was more like going outside, adventure, like finding people outside. Like nobody had phones like that. I think I had a little one cell phone, but people weren't really using cell phones like that.
It wasn't what it is today.
It wasn't what it was, right? So it was more about going out, meeting people, things like that. How do you find like in 2022 where like things like Tumblr and Tinder and all these things are like,
okay,
I don't even know if I'm saying that right.
Tumblr is like a Pinterest, but okay.
Tumblr is not it.
It's not one of them.
Whoa, whoa.
It's not one of them.
What are they? What's it called?
There's Tinder. There's Humble. I've seen there's
Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish.
Things like that.
Grindr for gay men and Her for women who like women.
Okay. Yeah. You ever tried any of these?
1000%.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's it like?
So, fun fact, I really did Her. So Her is more for like girls who like girls.
Okay.
So there are 2 women that I met off of, 3 women that I met off of there.
Wow.
That we are so cool today.
Wow.
Like so cool.
Yeah.
There was only one that we tried romantically, but like it just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Okay. But like they are literally like the closest people.
Wow.
Well, more 2 of them are like the closest. Like one of them, like she's my sister, like Gabby. That's my girl.
Do you feel more comfortable though, like being approached via the internet or in person?
I like the in-person aspect because I'm just like, okay, you a bold motherfucker to come up to me. Because me, when I'm outside my face, it's not, it is.
A little
like
intimidating.
Very. That's from a lot
And you
of
know
people.
that.
And I know that. So
you rate a guy that's actually willing to come up to you even though you're giving that face.
Love it. And if you actually have game on top of that, it's just like, okay, baby, let's, all right.
What's some of the nicest game you've received, like, in terms of a guy approach, maybe a punchline you liked, or a way he spoke to you, something that stood out?
Okay. There was this guy, we actually met at a strip club. He was from Atlanta, so already there he had a little southern accent going on type shit, and I was just like, okay, cool. And what I liked about that whole interaction was just how respectful he was. He was like, hey, like I was leaving the club, and he's like, hey, like I don't mean to bother you, just like you look beautiful, like I just
manners,
manners and respect, like that for me, that's game. A lot of these niggas will come and just be like, yo, like what you say, that's you, like baby, like.
So if you could give advice to guys out there on approaching girls, you say have manners.
Have manners, like we're still like we're humans and we're women, so like. You have to understand, like, we're not one of the man, like, we're not one of the man. So if you want us to be that womanly, feminine type of woman that you can bring around your shoulder, then set the tone. If you come at me like I'm one of the man in them, yo, I'm gonna be like one of the man because I can switch up. So what you want?
Do you think there's still a lot of like gentlemen out there? Do you think that's like a dying art?
No, there's still a lot of gentlemen. I feel like a lot of them are scorned. To be very honest.
Scoring, like you mean hurt? Like
hurt.
Okay. And
I feel like a lot of them, because of what what's the word I'm looking for? The generation now is just very different, right? Like what's in is like dancing, like city girls and like hood niggas and like, so I feel like a lot of them feel like that's what a lot of us women want. Some of them do. But women like me, like, you can have that on the side, but when you're speaking to me, come correct at all times.
Talk to me nice.
Talk to me nice.
Yeah. Say less. All right, so a little bit back on the internet thing, right? Yeah. Have you ever been catfished? Like trying to hook up with anybody?
No, but you want to hear a really funny story?
Yeah.
I was actually supposed to be on that show.
Catfish?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, years ago. So at the time, I was dating a girl from the States, and she was a little bit more like masculine and stuff, and we haven't met yet. So our thing was, let's pretend and then get like our free trip out of it type shit. So when she signed us up, didn't think we would get through. I think the next day we both got a phone call So we went through like the pre-screening and like the interviewing, whatever. And I guess they caught on after that we actually did know each other. But yeah, so I've never been catfish for real, but I was supposed to be on that show, which is funny. My mom's not happy.
Wow. Oh, and did you sign up for it, or how did
So my ex did.
Oh.
She signed us up and went through the process. And I was just like, yeah, I'm super down, but like no one knew at the time that I like girls either. So my mom was just like, are you dumb, bro? Like,
I think for me, what scars me with this whole internet hooking up things, back in high school, I met a girl online, whatever. So this is when Facebook was bumping, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking at her pictures, Megan good, like, I'm winning, bro, you know what I'm saying? Let's link up. We meet up, looking for her. See some fat girl across the street, like, I'm like, nah, that's not her. It's not the same picture. We go and messages each other up here, right there, like, what? Is this her? I'm like, oh, no, like, I got catfish heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I noticed one thing with fat girls, they only do from their neck up.
Yeah.
Literally.
And then you see them like,
yeah.
But I feel like they shouldn't do that. A lot of men still like BBWs.
Facts.
You could be blocking your blessings doing that. You know what I mean? Like, just come as you are.
And you attract who you're supposed to attract.
Come on now.
Facts.
Listen.
Preaching hard. Have you ever been one of those girls where, let's say, create a fake profile, fake whatever, to try and catch a guy slipping or try and see what he's up to or anything like that?
One thing about me, it'll always come back. So you can play yourself if you want to. I'm not gonna put myself through stress to do that. Like that's too much. That's too much.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about you a little bit. I was looking at your Instagram, and I think you have it on your chest too. 555.
Yeah.
Is that the same thing you have on your chest, right?
Right here.
555.
Yeah.
Break that down to it. What does that mean to you? What does that represent?
So 555, they're angel numbers, right? So when I got this, I was in the middle of transitioning of who I was and who I'm trying to be. So for me, this is just kind of like a reminder of like the transition that I'm going through, the freedom, the adventures that I'm going to be going on and stuff like that. So it's more just like a reminder of just like, we're not doing that anymore. We're on to something different. So
is it the number 5 that's an angel number, or all them together? Okay, all them together is an angel number.
Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of like a protective or
type thing, like
it's more change. You're saying?
It's more for change, and really is more of just like a reminder. Just like remember, like we're not going backwards or
going forward. Okay. Where did you hear about it? Where did you get this idea?
Through the pain, through the struggle, if you try and reach, then you gon' pull a muscle. I did it all for the hustle, tryna ball, build, wrestle. Through the pain, through the heat, I can't take it, too much pain in these streets. I did it all for my pimps, I did it all in these streets.
Had a lot of pain in me, now I got these chains on me. Think my legs gave out the way I keep this cane on me.